Dude, all right, so you want to hear a skit that I thought of on the way here?
Yeah, of course.
It was just a funny situation. And now I'm going to say this skit, and I hope to make it one day. And if anyone takes it, well, then this is a timestamp. This is a timestamp to know that what happened. And I haven't double checked because I just drove here and it popped in my head. So maybe this is done before.
Okay.
But you know how there's billboards with like the thing that says like, have you been in a car accident?
Yeah, of course.
Injured? Question mark. And I thought it would be a funny scenario if that billboard caused accidents because everyone was paying attention to it.
I think about it all the time, bro.
And then they're just injured and shit. We'll fucking have the fucking billboard,
dude.
It's like distracting me.
It's like a whole conspiracy theory about these lawyers around the country that are setting up billboards to kill people or get people in accidents.
Fuck,
dude, it's so true because I've thought about that because I've seen some bright motherfucking billboards. I remember. So we had a town where I grew up called Beechwood, and the cops were real bad there, right? Like you'd get pulled up. I mean, you sneeze.
You up?
Yeah,
Would
no,
they beat you up though?
No.
Pussy cops.
If
they're not putting a knee in the back of the neck,
then they ain't that bad, I guess. but they're bad, dude. What I mean is like they're just strict. I mean, you go 5 miles over the speed limit, you get pulled over. So you're always on like high alert.
Dude,
it's like Ohio. You know how Ohio, like you get pulled over going
I
like,
hate it, bro.
Yeah, okay, so there's Beechwood, but it's just a small one.
For reference, we gotta tell people about Michigan.
Okay.
I legitimately was going 35 miles an hour over the speed limit past a state trooper. I was just like, I'm booked. And so I just kept it on the metal. I didn't even use I'm like, I'm booked, bro. This is deep.
Yeah, he either saw me or didn't at this point.
And he didn't even fucking do anything. He was just like, phew, I was the only one on the road.
So good, bro.
So like that's how Michigan is.
Yeah,
so other states like what we're saying is very frustrating.
It's very frustrating. And listen, Jersey on the Turnpike or like on the Parkway, same thing, flying 150 miles an hour.
Yeah.
But in Beechwood and Ocean Gate, those are the two towns, you just don't do it.
No.
And so you're always on high alert. So, you'd be a little, allegedly, Ripsky coming back home from like work or some shit.
Yeah.
And, there was this sign that was so bright and it flashed red, white, and blue. So like every time you just forget and you'd be like tired driving home and then this thing would flash up and you're like, oh no. And then your high's gone, bro. It's just out, bro. But that shit used to get me every time, bro.
I just think that was and the kind of thing that made me think about that was, have you ever watched Curb Your Enthusiasm?
Yeah.
So I actually like haven't.
Okay.
And so I watched like a clip, right, of it. And I was like, oh, wow, this is really good. Like, this made me think completely differently, right? And then I watched, like, a little... I love watching interviews of people that are already successful and made it are legends because, like, they don't even necessarily mean to all the times. But when they talk, they give you tidbits of
just gold
or diamonds that you can, like, take, and then it betters your life,
right?
You
smelt it.
So I was watching, like, a Larry David interview, and he was describing, like, the way he thinks about life, and he was not life, the way he thinks about like comedy and the way he writes and such, right? Yeah. And so he wouldn't necessarily get inspiration from he wouldn't get what he writes or a joke from what had happened,
right?
But from what could have happened.
Interesting. Yeah. Like almost like the event sparks your creativity to be like, oh, these are the other outcomes that could have happened. Yeah.
So when I was driving past the billboard, I was like, what would have happened if this billboard caused an accident? That's just a very funny, peculiar
And it's one that
me.
Everyone has in the sense that like it would be relatable to people. You know what I mean? Like because people have probably gotten in accidents like that. Because think about it too. Like you got to read the fucking sign. So like think about it. Think if you did get injured, right? And you really did need a lawyer. So now you're driving down the road jotting down this fucking phone number going $110.
Yeah. That's
not good,
up.
bro.
No, that's not good. But that's just how the start of the day is. Let's talk to the chat a little bit. Let's get them involved. Costia drops in with a little super. What's up, baby?
Hello, Noah and Jay. I get my dentures on the same day I come to visit y'all. Much love to you both. That doesn't make sense, man. Keep them home one more day.
I was trying to get that gum.
I was trying to get that dummy gum. You know what I'm saying, bro?
Yeah, man. My friend said that's the best head he ever got in his life was
$20 prostitute. That
he said 28.
It was $28.
$28.
My bad, dude. Sorry, I didn't want to penny pinch you on that one.
I found out exactly yesterday. Actually, I was talking every time I see him. I ask more about.
It's the most important story of the 2020s. You know.
Oh man, I really need to text him and tell him like he doesn't do that on stage. He needs to tell that story on stage. That crushes, bro. That crushes.
It's almost like you're not using something that's just been awarded to you, you know?
And now he will because, dude, you just got to make that into a joke. It's hilarious as it is. And
it's not even the joke. It's real. Yeah, exactly. If you just punch it up a little bit, you add some taglines.
If you add some fucking...
It's over, bro.
It's fucking over.
Our boy, Mr. Simple Man.
What's up, baby boo?
He says, hope you all have a great day, and I hope you have a great night.
Dude, thanks, man. I had a good day.
Same, dude.
You know, the plumber that came in, he was friendly. He was nice. He wasn't creepy. And so, like, that's always good because it's horrible when you have a fucking creepy old plumber in your house.
And he's chatty. You know he's chatty.
Or, honestly, I don't mind the chatsters.
Okay.
I think it's worse when they're awkward.
Oh, just socially quiet.
Yeah, and then they're in your house. They're big. They got a belly. They're fucking.
They got a belly.
They could take you down. They could rape you.
Right there, right then and there. You get criminal minds real quick,
That's
bro.
what I'm just like, he's in my house. I'm raped, and so like I like having the chatty guy.
Oh, I thought you meant you like having the pressure of like, oh, I might get raped out here. You know,
I don't like that pressure. That's not my kind of tea.
That's not good. No, okay.
I feel like that's more the cuck people. Like
the
people that get cucked, they like that.
Right. BDSM. They're like, ooh,
they don't even,
like, uh-oh.
They don't even have a leak. They just are
like choke me, but don't choke me. You know what I'm saying, bro?
They're just calling plumbers just to feel the risk.
Just the risk involved,
yeah,
bro.
Just to have somebody.
They call crooked little plumbers too, like way down on fucking 6 Mile.
Half a star reviews. They're just like, real sketch.
Yeah, and they read the reviews, and it's like, he tried to touch my daughter, and they're like, oh my god, I'm called. Come on over, Carl. Come fix my pipes.
I want Carl, the guy that almost touched the daughter.
Yeah, fix my leaky pipe.
Yeah, I got a leaky pipe. There's not even a leak. Where's the pipe? He peels down his pants. Right, mate.
Yeah, he turns around. The pants are already down. Right, mate.
It's like, what? This is reverse rape.
Carl's fucking losing it, bro. So.
Imagine though, he takes his pants off. He tells him to rape him. But the guy has a Uno reverse card. He's like, shit. I'm not gonna rape you. You're gonna rape me, and then he forces him to rape Carl. It's just wow.
Oh my god, dude.
That got complex. And, you know, I had fun last night because, you know, I really just trying to take a better, more healthy mindset to the stage, right?
Good shit.
And so. This second bar I went to was fucking horrible.
Where was this?
Wine Dot. All right.
Okay. I don't even think I've heard you talk about that one.
No, the first time I've been.
Okay.
And so the mic was bad. I mean, the audio was so scruffly, muffly that you could barely hear pronunciation. The bar was really loud. Nobody was there. Only a few people were actually paying attention. Nobody was there with comedy is what I meant to say. I didn't
yeah. No, I get you.
Only a few people were listening, and it was really hard. It's really hard to perform that way.
Of course.
Because it lets you crack. It can crack you, right? Like, for example, the guy before me, he did something that I've done in the past, but I'll never do again because it's embarrassing personally. Okay. He was crying out to the crowd, is anybody listening?
Yeah. You can't do that.
You can't do that. And I understand it, man. I've done it because the feeling inside your heart, you feel so disrespected.
Yeah.
You feel so disrespected because we care about it.
Well, dude, I mean, even like in a smaller risk situation, right? Like if you've been with like 4 of your friends, and then like you're talking, but like other people got in a conversation at the same time, and they all like don't listen to what you're saying. You're like,
doesn't it hurt?
Yeah, well, yeah. You're like what the fuck? And then, but that's just me having a normal conversation. This is something you prepared, you worked. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like there's more investment.
So we feel disrespected, and that is a way to act. And so, but that is a way that you can act, and it's understandable, but you can't let yourself do that ever again. Like you did it once, that's fine, never again, because it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing for you because it shows balls if you don't give a fuck and you are just either spitting out your content that you're passionate about and even if because one person's watching, and so.